Welcome back to Madden NFL 20. We selected your previous game options. You can change these options and accessibility settings here or at any time later from the game settings. Accessibility settings. Accessibility settings.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration
accessibility
option is
settings.
selected.
Accessibility settings. Accessibility settings.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. As always, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, Rams and Patriots still a week away. We'll touch on that later. But as Coach said, the AFC coming in here on a 2-game win streak.
And I love the fact that it's back to AFC versus NFC. We had that little time frame with captain's picks, and there was no side. I didn't like that. So let's see if the NFC can get into it. Drew Brees will be their starting quarterback. Probably a little perturbed about how his season ended. And Patrick Mahomes from Kansas City, what a second season for that youngster.
All set to go now from Orlando. The 2019 NFL Pro Bowl is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his third Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Derwin James, who had a sensational rookie season in L.A., he makes the tackle. Brees to throw on second down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Ready, 5-9.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Well, you know, it's hard for some of these guys to get on the same page because they've only been practicing together for a week, but these two, I think they're pretty familiar.
I would say so, right? You go back to OTAs, mini camps, preseason camp, games, the whole deal. They ought to know each other pretty well, and in an all-star game like this, key situations, you find someone like that who you know will be exactly where you think they're supposed to be.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the AFC, the Jets' Andre Roberts. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about, if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, Think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Design run for their wideout. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the AFC in possession of the football to start quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the number 1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Well, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, so Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
On first down, it's Gurley. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley of Baltimore with a tackle. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and the last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And all the way in for the touchdown. Michael Thomas, 61 yards. And the NFC is in for 6. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. His His kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right, and that game was played out in L.A., in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC back out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive. And
we'll see if they can do just that. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. And then in year 3, Michael Irvin again matching up against Jerry Rice.
And one common denominator, every single one of those guys with a gold jacket, all of them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they didn't ask you and I to be the captains and make the picks. And by the way, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, went 2-0. And you know I heard all about that.
Throwing now is Breeze. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top.
The NFC looking to rewrite a little history as they lead this 2019 Pro Bowl at the break. Now remember, they've lost both of the previous Pro Bowls played here in Orlando. But maybe, just maybe, this is the one to break the streak. A lot still to play for in the second half as we go back to Camping World Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Mahomes finding Hopkins for the AFC first. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down, he finds a way to convert.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Bree's going to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the AFC came up with that. They did. AFC football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 18 on that one. And that's an AFC first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Fisher. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They're going to look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end was the target. And it's 2nd down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The previous play is under review.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And it's a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the AFC able to draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And it is gobbled up by the NFC. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Well, the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Now Brees. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Brees. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brees to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
I can't believe that just happened.
Up and through by Myers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I cannot believe that just happened.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here.
Oh, they have 3 timeouts though.
Good starting field position.
I was going to quit this game, but I'm like, might as well just finish it a while ago because I just wanted to get to the...
Now Brees to try again after the pick 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's back to throw. And this is
oh, my God.
Oh,
Jesus.
Inside the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. They feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. He gets this to Devontae.
No!
And then he goes with a drop.
Damn it!
That one goes for 24 yards.
Not like this game means anything. I'm just...
Breeze now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley.
Oh, man.
And inside the 5 here before he's out.
Oh, man.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Breeze.
No! Wow.
It's caught for a touchdown.
Wow.
And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
Man. Oh.